So let's look at some prices in the grocery store while I buy stuff I don't need. I don't need iced tea. And there's one left. Sold. Look, the floor costs $4.29. So it's been about 2.5 months since I got the cats. They're getting pretty big. Tomorrow they're going to be 6 months old. She likes sleeping on me also, but not so often. But thank you for closing my laptop. When I was growing up, we had a neighbor who was in the mafia, and he was actually a really nice guy. He used to pay me $10 to start up his car every morning. Ptarmigans. The boathouse in the garage, see if everything's okay. Okay, well, everything's not okay. That just ripped the door off. Now, I will say, it's much easier to get into here now. Don't even need the front door anymore. Continue going back and forth on both sides until I hear, and then.
Oh my God, there's a bear going after it, Baxter. Oh my gosh.
What is on the other side of the forest? Today, we're going to go on a journey down one of those roads through one of those forests to see what we find on the other side. Now, I want to share this with everybody, even though I know most of you already know this because I'm brilliant. And my brilliance attracts brilliant people, which means that most of my viewers are brilliant. But if you ever move to a cold climate, make sure you buy more than one pair of gloves, because even brilliant people lose gloves. So we're going to go ahead and look through the boathouse, and I want to warn you before we go in. I did buy a very small boat, just to warn you, so you're going to see the boat also. Hey, who stole my boat? And these things are expensive. Now, again, do I need 257 of these? Yes, I do, because I like them. But that's not the point. The point is I got another one, and let's move on to what else is under here. But I wanted to go look at some land that is for sale. And it's about 7 miles off of the highway. So I've been going about 30 miles an hour on this for 7 miles. For those of you wearing headphones, this one's for you. I just got home and my neighbor told me he just crashed his Kia. Now he has no Kia. I have T-Mobile. So I do buy bananas and I do buy healthier foods. So remember that video I showed you was just a quick stop I made, and now I'm going to eat the banana. The chocolate. Blah. This is probably one of the best things I've ever bought my entire life, with the exception of my third wife. Welcome to Chef John's Cooking Show. I'm your host, Chef John, and I can say with very little confidence that by the time you're done watching this video, you will be a good chef also. When the weather is like this one day, and the next day you can sit on the lake and have a winter lunch under the warm sun, Alaska is definitely not a place where you should plan things much before doing them. And I just find that more interesting, as uncomfortable and miserable as it may appear in videos. What's also difficult is the ground is so soft. It's not really a steady ladder. Someone should be holding the ladder for me. I don't see anyone around to do that. Ah, the famous Oreos. You already know, $8.69 in Healy. In Fairbanks, they're $5.99. I bought 3 of these. That saves me about $7.50. I like iced tea. Also from Walmart, this is my vitamin D pills. At least I have my pretzels to make me happy again. Great, I just need holes in my winter jacket. Are you ready to cook? We're not cooking, but the reason I'm making a second addition to my cooking show is because after I published my first meatloaf video, I had 6 people unsubscribe. So in the next 24 hours, we're going to try to get more than 6 people to unsubscribe to my channel. Do you see that? Right between those 2 trees? It's absolutely nothing. I just want to see how many of you would be squinting trying to see something. This bench is something someone may want. You know, again, at the yard sale, they can just take this. If no one takes it at the yard sale, I would keep it and probably keep it in the garage because I have nothing else to do with my life. You know when they say you should always try something in life, never say I don't want to do that. Always try, whether it's bungee jumping or rafting or shoplifting. You never know what you're going to be good at. So never don't do something. And I decided today I'm going to do something for the first time on camera. I'm going to eat a banana in minus 13 degrees. So here we go. First time ever. Has nothing to do with the cold, I just don't like bananas. So I don't know if I'm gonna catch this, but I was driving home and I saw a bald eagle. And take a look at him. If you're thinking about or planning on moving to Alaska and buying some property or a small cabin or house, and you ask locals about the ins and outs of getting loans or insuring your property, as well as almost every other important question that you may have, you'll receive mostly false information. So now I have a purpose for empty egg cartons. You fit in there pretty good. The other day, this grocery store actually almost got robbed here in town. They told me that the cashier chased off the would-be robber with a labeling gun. So now I'm just keeping my eyes open for a guy with a price on his head. Yesterday was 51 degrees. Today, it's not 51 degrees anymore. And then I just said, I should just hang this outside. I don't care. So I have an Alaskan flag outside the front door. I don't know if that makes me a really big redneck or just a really big Alaskan redneck. Oh, look, puppies. I don't like manual stuff. I like automatic. Turn it on. But I hope everybody learned something, in particular why I can't cook, because I forget to look at times and boxes and there's too much stuff going on and everything's smoking. Let's go outside and enjoy the nice summer cool breeze in Alaska. And I've never brought you into the restrooms and showers, so, I mean, that's something everybody wants to see. There, you have a urinal. Oh geez, who's that weirdo? Get away from me, get away from me. You going through here at the first time? I am. You know, it's funny how long I've been here and I never walked around this way. I can't believe that. A lot of rabbits did. But the Three Bears Alaska Outpost. It's in the Three Bears grocery store and it's a gun shop. This is how I chop down trees. You got your lettuce, you got your ground beef, we got other stuff. Now we have the mozzarella out. We have the cats eating so they leave me in peace. And we have the meat cooking. In the oven, less grease, good for the bones. So the meat is done, the lettuce and the cheese are ready. So let's see what I made and how it turned out. Might be a little too much lettuce. This is now 1 acre behind me and 1 acre in front of me in that direction and in this direction. Shouldn't really be an issue with wild animal bears in particular back here. That's the area that's cleared out, and I'm not going to walk back there now. But this acre is entirely in forest. Color me purple, it's snowing. But this isn't really snow. This is more like a lot of dandruff. It's kind of like the cat is a rock star. I should play some music. Maybe teach her to dance a little bit. It'll be like she's on stage. But at the moment, I do not have any electricity in the workshop. What is on the other side of the forest? Today, we're going to go on a journey down one of those roads through one of those forests to see what we find on the other side. And I walked over this step 1,000 times. No problems. One day I came out and I saw this. And I just thought, well, what's going on? We solved the riddle. That's a moose print. A moose broke my steps. And I didn't even see him. Here, moosey, moosey, moosey. I think someone has dinner on their mind. I don't even know how to explain this. Most people, and when I say most people, I mean boring people, stop at rest areas when they're traveling. What I like to do is stop at some place that is not a rest area, pull off the highway right there. This beats any rest area. The truck liked that I'm making a video, I guess. I think that's considered a traffic jam in West Virginia. Beep beep. Over the winter, I shot a lot of extra footage like this hare chewing on twigs. And for my last grocery store video, I decided a good way to start off the video would be showing the food from the meat department before it arrives at the grocery store.
Hi guys.
Sometimes I just like to stand here and look at the Toyo stove. And then I like to come outside and watch my money burn away. Is this snowman snow? No, man, no. It may be minus 25 degrees today. So this is what it's like preparing my dinner with 2 kittens. Stop. Get down. We all know people who are up to no good are gonna ignore no trespassing signs like I have in the driveway. So back on the way to the sheds, I figured this is a good sign to have. Me going out my front door every day in Alaska. Rabbit. Ptarmigan. Baby moose. Big moose. Grizzly bear. Who are you? I think I just came up with a use for this. Can you see me? Let's start with the ingredients. You're going to need 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Make sure it's not tree beef. You need ground beef. You need a white onion. If you have trouble finding white onions in the grocery store, they're the ones that aren't the red onions. This fire is currently burning 20 acres of forest as I make this video, 10 miles outside of town. And then we have what I like to call Mother Nature's evil traps. You're not supposed to be on the toilet. Now you're going in the bathtub. There's number two. Number two. And nothing bad can happen if you try it with the ketchup. Watch. I'm still alive. Try it. It's really good. Make a snacky in the afternoon. Get comfortable on your sofa. Put on your winter hat. Good thing this is a rental. So I dropped my friend off at home and I thought, let's see what kind of area he lives in. He rents a little cabin back here. And this is right outside of town also. And this would also be a good example of what the subdivisions, let's call them, look like right outside of town. And for the second thing, we're going to talk about internet at home and the cost of that. And the reason I'm holding a banana is because bananas are a bit like technology. For example, hello, can I help you? Hello, can I help you? Well, we have to get out. Minus 34. I have some deliveries to make. Let's go have some fun. So it's that time of year we go around and give out Christmas presents. Some of my relatives are convinced I'm lonely living in remote Alaska. They often ask me, when are you moving back to civilization so that you're not alone anymore? Despite living in a community with only 180 residents, whether you're lonely or not depends entirely on you. There's a cow. Welcome to Wyoming. So this is what I like to do to annoy him. This is Whitestone, 4 buildings. Let's go and talk to someone. Let's try to find someone who's walking down the street. See if we can talk to someone from Whitestone. Hello, sir. Are you from Whitestone?
Yeah, I'm from Whitestone.
Okay, what the hell is this town?
It's a nice little town in Lancaster County, Virginia.
And what's here?
This is a town just off of Rappahannock River, off of the Chesapeake Bay.
You grew up here?
Yes.
Did you ever think about killing yourself?
No.
And the cheeseburger and fries were really good. This is pretty neat. Oh boy, that's like the horror movie entrance to the cornfield. We got to see what this is getting into. Oh yeah, you walk in there and you disappear. I'm not falling for that trick. What's that say? Danger mining site. I don't like Indiana. Too many cars, too many red lights, too many car washes. Managed to make myself look a little more West Virginian so that people would consider me one of them. I'm from West Virginia. All that I know about this place is it is called Cosmo Mystery Area. Cosmo Mystery Area. I've seen the sign a few times and I thought, I'm up for a mystery. There on the left, that's definitely a T-Rex. And then the one in the middle, that appears to be a T-Rex also. And the one on the right side, I'm gonna say that's a T-Rex. All that I know is I saw signs that said Chicago to the left, and then I threw up a little bit in my mouth, and then I turned right. Take a long, hard look, because those are the last of the Montana mountains you will be seeing. Here comes a guy on a bike, watch this. There's a few bison. Now, the plan is I push the guy over first, then the lady, and then I have the spot to myself. I know birds, just like I know mammals. These are birds. I can't get out. You have to like this north of Normal, Fargo. Let's see if she's still in there.